Harvest Caye, the only cruise port in southern Belize, will officially be open for business on November 17th, in time for the peak period of the 2016 tourist season. Since commencing work on the island over a year ago, much has been done to realize the vision of Norwegian Cruise Line. That concept includes a first-class visitor experience for passengers disembarking from any N.C.L. vessel.
We chose Belize really because we felt Belize deserved a second cruise port. We felt that it was, we went through an exercise when we're looking at where would we put a flag in the ground? Where would we say, okay, this is where we're going to be coming for years to come? Where are we willing to make a commitment? And we were one of the first, I guess, or the first cruise line to come to Belize years ago. Somebody probably here knows the answer when that was, I don't. And so we've always been a little affectionate, if you like, towards Belize. So we feel a bit proprietary. We feel as though it's we're responsible for your cruise industry in some ways. So we chose Belize because Belize is the jewel, and we felt it was a wonderful passenger experience. We just felt that creating something in the south was the right direction for us. So we're very, very proud, as I say, today.
With the introduction of cruise tourism to this part of the country, it is anticipated that the resulting economic stimulus will create a multiplier effect through the creation of jobs and other business opportunities.
As a government, we continue forward on a clear path to achieving our goal of 1.5 million cruise passengers by the year 2030, as stipulated by the National Sustainable Tourism Master Plan. This particular investment will provide the impetus to continue down the inevitable road of achieving that milestone number. But more importantly, this partnership will allow us to build us upon our success in the Belize district and bring further equity to our tourism product. With Belize continuing to rank as top 5 destinations and what an involved and valuable shore excursion and adventure brand, cruise in the South is poised to grow equitably and aligned within the development framework of tourism in southern Belize.
The cost of the overall development has gone beyond the budget that was initially set aside for Harvest Caye. Nonetheless, N.C.L. believes that it is money well spent, since the scope of the project takes into account environmental impact, as well as a number of other critical factors.
We want to introduce people to the flora and fauna of Belize in a nice way, in an educational way, and fun way, and that's why we're very happy to have Tony. All of our boats will have propeller guards and we'll have boat routes and things. Of course, we're not going to be mowing down manatees or anything like that. We'll be very careful with everything we do, because that's in our best interest, of course. I think it's wrong for this particular destination. This number, we say here we planted over 10,000 new mangroves. That number was months old, so it must be, I don't know if it's double that now, but we're making a concerted effort to plant as many mangroves back as we are physically able, because it's the right thing to do, and because it's so a large part of the effort on the island will focus on conservation, and that's why we wanted to hire someone who had some street cred, if you like, in terms of this effort.
Taking care of hospitality is Provisions Belize, a local food and beverage company headed by Dustin Bowen. He has been contracted to create the ultimate Belizean culinary experience for guests on the island.
Every day we go out and we experience Belize as Belizeans. We know what to expect. These cruise passengers don't know what to expect. We have to give them that feel through our experiences, our culture, and our food and beverage. So that's what we intend to do with Provisions Belize. For this particular project, our philosophy, as you can see, we're focused on exactly what I said, creating food and beverage, cultural stuff that when a cruise ship passenger hits any of our venues, they can relate. They can say, man, this really does feel like Belize. It's nothing that's going to be generic, in other words.
As it stands, Harvest Caye is roughly 90% completed, and come mid-November, Norwegian will commence the routing of its fleet to southern Belize at an average of 1 ship per day. That's approximately 4,500 visitors on the island daily.
You are capacity constrained today. You can't get any more ships into Belize City. We had a town hall meeting the other day in Belize City, and there was a new entrant to the market MSC cruise line, the European cruise line, who's coming to Belize for the first time and is anxious to come in behind us to replace our ships. So you are capacity constrained right now. You have other cruise lines that want to come and cannot because there is no space. So we don't think there'll be any deviation or any damage done to Belize City at all.
Reporting for News 5, I am N.C.L.